here, Christmas coach and founder of Christmas Organizing. And today my video is about making a quick and easy gift that lots of people love. And I'm going to do two different versions of it because some people cannot have cinnamon. I have two people in my life that cannot do cinnamon, so I try to accommodate them, and this is real easy to leave out the cinnamon and it still has a great taste. So what is this? This is called what I call Krisann's Friendship Tea Mix. And when my kids were wee little and they were in a Mother's Day Out program in Bells, Tennessee, they had a recipe that came home from them with this tea mix, Russian tea mix. I've kind of adjusted things throughout the years. You know, my kids are 25 and 27 now, so it's been a long time. But I've been making my version of this, and everybody seems to love it. I'm currently sitting here with all the balloons around at our annual FCE, which is Family Community Education Club's Christmas cottage. We don't open till tomorrow, which would be Friday. But I wanted to use this opportunity. I'm making the tea up to sell here. I do every year. And so I wanted to take you all along on the journey while I make it. So the things that I'm using are Country Time lemonade. Well, pre-sweetened lemonade. I guess you could get whatever kind you want. I get it at Sam's because I make a lot of this and this is economical for me. Then you have Tang that goes in it, and you have the following, and you have unsweet iced tea. So this is like instant tea, like an instant coffee. Sometimes it can be a little hard to find. I have not found anybody that makes it anymore except for Lipton. There used to be like store brands of it, but I guess people don't drink this as much anymore. So I go on a hunt for this every year. All right, and then we have cinnamon, and I've already taken the lids off these so we can be quicker, but we have cinnamon, and we have cloves, and we have a little bit of nutmeg, and we are supposed to have ground ginger. I forgot the ginger, so I will have to add that in after the video but you know, that's the thing about this. This recipe is very forgiving, so it makes it very easy to add some things in afterwards because I'm not ready to bag it up yet. All right, so to make my tea mix, I use my wonderful red Tupperware. So these are different size bowls, and I'm gonna make each batch in this bowl, but then I have this gigantic one, and I am going to pour them in and mix them up. And why I like using these is twofold. Number one, these seal airtight. That's really important because if moisture gets in while you're storing it before you're ready to give it, because you can store it for a little while, it'll start clumping because of the lemonade and the Tang. If it gets moisture, it like tries to start being what they want to be. And so these work really great because of the great seals. And I have this red Tupperware that I bring out at Christmas time because I love to bake in my red Tupperware or make my different things because it just makes me happy and it's Christmassy. So even in the kitchen, I want to cook with things and utilize bowls and stuff during the Christmas season or preparing for the Christmas season that make me happy and think of Christmas. So anyway, so we're going to be using this to do it in. So this recipe is so simple. Now, I already have Tangs over here that I've pulled the labels off and have it open. So I'm going to do this. See, I even use my red Tupperware measuring cups for this. So, and if just a little plug, if anybody wants red Tupperware, put it down in the comments. I can hook you up. I'll try to put a link to somebody that you can get it from that I know and trust, and tell them that I sent you, and you might even get a little surprise in with your Tupperware for that. I even use Tupperware spatulas that are red. I just love it. Anyway, okay, so the first thing we do is pull our little bowl over here. We need 2 cups of the Tang. 1 and 2. Okay, and then we need 2 cups of our lemonade. Oh, take that little cup out that they give us in there. All right, so then we're going to do 2 cups of lemonade. 1 and 2. Okay, and then we have 3 teaspoons. So let's find our little teaspoon here of cinnamon. Okay, whatever cinnamon you have, 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we have our cloves, and we need 1 teaspoon of that. And our nutmeg, we need 1 teaspoon of that. All right, and sometimes I use allspice in addition to or in place of. I learned that allspice is cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves, I think, is the three. It makes up the allspice. So when I use it, it's a little bit more. I just do 1 teaspoon of it. So I've already done this, and it's just kind of just the right little thing. So since I don't have any allspice today, I'm just going to kind of wing it here. So that's some of the fun stuff here, is when you're making things like this, you don't have to. You can adjust things as you need to. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so that's going to be my one. Uh-oh, y'all. I just realized I picked up the tablespoon. So I did tablespoons of everything. So we have to adjust. You know how I just said adjust for things? So this was 1 teaspoon. And so I did 3 times the amount of all the spices. Thought that was a little bit much, but you know what? Here's the fun thing. We're just gonna take this. Okay, so normally when I take this, I would take it and then I take my spoon, and I like to use a spoon that has a hole in the middle so that it kind of aerates through there. But since we messed up on this one, we haven't put the tea in it yet. Let me go ahead and put the tea in. And it's 1 cup of the tea. So it's 2 to 1 of the big ingredients. Okay. So we're going to put that in there. And then see, I'm just stirring it like this. And I'm going to stir it all up. And then after I finish stirring it, I will put the lid on it and shake it some more. Okay. So see how that works like that? Okay, but like I said, we got 3 times the spices in here than what we're supposed to have. Who knows? Maybe good that way. Not really sure. But what we're going to do, we're going to adjust. And we're going to adjust by dumping this into the big bowl. Okay? So that was 1 batch. I want to kind of show you how many batches the thing of Tang will do. So we have 1 more cup out of that. So we got 3 cups. So these are 3 cups each. So I always work in sets of 3. So this is fine. So that's now our second. And this will be our third that we're going to throw in there. So 1, 2. So you get to see, this is how you, when you have a mess up, this is how you correct it. So 1, or you can just make it in a big batch. That's the other 2, 3, 4. I need 4, 3, and 4. And then I need 2 of these. 1, 2. All right, set that back down. So I've done all of that. We're gonna pour it in here. So what are we up to now? This is 3 batches. And I'm doing that. So I don't know if y'all could see that. There it is. And I'm just taking this and just stirring it. And yes, you will have that powdery, but the thing is you want to just kind of get this all stirred up and get it all mixed up. And y'all, I don't have Magic TV, so I can't just go, oh, here's your done one. But see, you'll start to see here, you can see here, the tea just kind of incorporates in as we stir it. And so that's the big key, is to not have the tea all clumped at one place. All right. So that was that amount. And now we are going to, I think we have 1 cup left of this. Okay, so that was 1 full thing of this is going to make 4 batches. So because we have 3 over here and now we're on our 4th. So, you know, the ingredients don't exactly equal out, but if you're wanting to base it on the instant tea, then definitely just plan on, there we go, plan on 4 batches. So you would need 3 things of Tang, 1 thing of the tea, your spices, and then if you're not using the lemonade from Sam's, then and you get these lemonades, then you'll need 3 of these. So 3 of the small Tangs, 3 small lemonades, 1 tea, your spices, and you're good to go. So this one is 1. Make this one be the non-cinnamon one because I put cinnamon in this bowl. I have another bowl that I'm going to make up my final batch in, or another batch in. So let's see this time if I can get the teaspoon. All right, so the instructions say 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1 teaspoon of cloves. 1 teaspoon of the nutmeg, and then I'll go back in and add in the teaspoon of ginger, which is not an absolute, you know, I don't find a lot of recipes of this that call for ginger, so it's not a absolute. So there is a single batch done correctly, and you know, this would be a fun thing to make with the kids to do. And you can package this. Let's talk about packaging. So you can package this in little baggies and put it down inside a cup, like a coffee mug and stuff, and put the instructions on it. And it's just a really nice little gift. You could put it in mason jars. You could do it almost in any kind of jars that you want, and you can give as little or as much as you want. You can hand out just little sample sizes, or you can do, you know, a whole mason jar. So you can do 1 cup. It takes 3 to 4 tablespoons of the completed mix in order to make it in your cup. And the nice thing is, I always tell people you can adjust as you're desired. I like it a little bit more. I usually use about 5, just because, I don't know, I like it to be stronger. When I make hot chocolate, I use 2 packs. I like that stronger taste. So you can really have people adjust it to their own liking. See, the other thing I love about these bowls, see, I love this thumb hold on it. So I'm going to pour this over here into there. And so I'm just going to keep adding into this big bowl. This is why I love this big bowl. Y'all will see me do it with the Peppermint Crunch popcorn too. This is just a great bowl after I get finished with this. So you can then put the lid on it. Y'all, I can't wait to do the video to show y'all how to do these balloon arches and to make little balloon tablescapes. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so now this lid is on here. Make sure it's on nice and good. But then I can just kind of shake it and really keep it mixed up. And see, the nice thing is you can make this up ahead of time. And it is in this nice sealed container. And you can then let it kind of meld together, which is really nice. and then just open it up and use it as needed. If you're going to have a party, you could just put a bowl of it out, or whenever it is that you're going to get ready to package it as some gifts, go and get some mason jars and things like that. All right, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching me make my spice tea mix, or Krisann's friendship tea. That's what I call it. And I will put the recipe down in the descriptions. And so please remember to subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to comment. Let me know if you make it and how it tastes for you. All right, I'll see everybody on the next video. Bye-bye.